My ancestor, Martin Turpin, as a 14-year-old boy, came under the custody of David Love and his family in Montgomery County, Virginia. And in 1796, together with the Love family, my ancestor, Martin Turpin, traveled with the Love family down the Clinch River on a boat, a raft or a flatboat, down the Clinch River until they came into the what's today Knox County, Roane County area. And I believe that they came down the Clinch River down to what was then the Southwest Point Fort, where the Holston River and Clinch River come together to form the Tennessee, and then rounded the point there at Southwest Point to go back upstream on the Holston until they came to a place today known as Concord, Tennessee, very near where Campbell Station is, which is very near where the David Love family settled. That's a lot that I'm telling you, but anyway. So I had a chance to actually find the site of Campbell Station. I've always wanted to find the exact spot, and what a history there is of that. Google it, David Campbell and Campbell Station. The history associated with that station. It was a stagecoach station. It was also a fort that was part of the guarding and protecting of the settlers from Native Americans that were there. At that time, there was hostilities going on. David Campbell was actually instrumental in some of the peace that was established with the Cherokee. You can read about it in my book entitled In Search of Martin Turpin, A Family History Quest, available at declarationpress.com. But anyway, hope you enjoy some of these video clips that I've taken. Just take a look at it, and I'll summarize after you've finished viewing them. I just realized I'm very close to the very area west of Knoxville, Tennessee that my ancestor Martin Turpin settled in, and I'm going to see if we can actually identify some of the sites related to his arrival here in East Tennessee. I don't have a lot of time to devote to this, but if I can within the next few minutes, we'll do it, okay? So stay with me here. I'm at a gas station now, just off of Kingston Pike, here, the West Hills area. I think I'm not too far away from Campbell Station, which would have been near Loveville. Loveville is believed to have been the first community that Martin Turpin would have lived in, together with David Love, okay? Now called the Loveville Road area. All right, let's see what happens. Just came across Ted Russell Auto Dealership. I just wonder, those folks must be descendants of the Russells in our family tree that lived in this area. The Russell family is one of the earliest families here in the greater Knoxville area back in the 1700s. And what I'm trying to find traces of right now, traces of where Loveville Road might be. It's somewhere through here, I think. I might be off on that. And then Campbell Station Road. Those are all indicators of some of the ancient, I say ancient history. I'm talking about late 1700s, early 1800s history. So we got to go a little further here to see what we can find. Just passed by what was called a Y12 Federal Credit Union. Y12, that's a reference to one of the, I don't know, you call it sections or areas of the Oak Ridge Project, which is the remnant of the Manhattan Project from World War II. Just kind of interesting, because that huge project overtook some of the lands that the Turpins occupied over next to the Clinch River, not far from here. So just little signs like that are kind of interesting, of family history related items along the way here. Hey, I just came across Loveville Road. Oh man. Loveville Road. I've always been told there's not much to see here. Now I want to explain what we're looking at here. On up the road here, about 2 traffic lights up there, that was Loveville Road, and which means that this surrounding area around here was at one time known as Loveville. It became known as Loveville, but then it was Loveville, which was where the family of David Love, not just David Love himself, but his brothers too, came and settled this area in the 1790s. And my ancestor Martin Turpin was with the David Love family when they settled here. Okay, so historians, people that have studied the history of all this, they say there's really nothing left here of any historic significance to be able to say, to mark specific points where anything actually happened. Everything is now commercialized and overtaken. So, but I just wanted you to see the general landscape of what this looks like. This is the Loveville area as it appears today. Okay, now we're coming into the Campbell Station area. This is now known as Farragut. Campbell Station was an early stagecoach station back in the 1790s, at the time that Martin Turpin would have arrived. So I think we're going to be coming into an intersection with Campbell Station Road about any minute now. And let's see, is this it? Is this Campbell Station Road? No, this is not Campbell Station Road, but here is Turkey Creek. And of course Campbell Station's no longer standing, but this is a famous road we're on. It's Kingston Pike now, but it used to be, it was one of the earliest highways heading west. When it was first built, I think even in the 1790s, even then, I believe it was about a 30-foot wide road when it was first built. Now this is Campbell Station Road we're coming up on now, and just beyond it on the right is the site of Campbell Station, right here. I want to talk with you a moment about the significance of Campbell Station. David Campbell had settled here, as I said, late 1700s. And when the settlers first started coming in here, there were still hostilities with the Indians. And it's my understanding that it was his willingness to be at peace with them that led to the peace. Maybe I can tell you more about that at another time. We're going to turn this around. Here's a building currently standing here. I believe this is on the site of where the fort used to be. I'm going to venture up here a little bit. I'm a daring soul. I don't know for sure I'm really supposed to be here. But I think this is the site of Fort Campbell. Not Fort Campbell, Campbell Station. They didn't call it Fort Campbell. I think this is the site of Campbell Station.
Campbell. Yeah, erected 1914. Bonnie Kate chapter. What does it say? Somethingville, Knoxville, in memory of David Campbell. Yeah. So this is basically the site of it all. Right here, some old foundation stones. I don't know how much of it. Probably none of it from the fort itself. This is so cool. Very significant player. Now, on up the road here, the way you're looking, that's back toward Loveville, not far from Campbell Station. So this is very interesting. So back behind me is the building on the site near where Campbell Station used to be, and back here behind me is this monument to David Campbell. This was worth the stop. Just think, I just stopped here just to get gasoline. All right, I might have a few more minutes to swing by Southwest Point, the fort there, with a replica of the fort, which was also significant to all of this. We'll see.